Hi there everyone, it's Lori. How are you? It's Lori and Bella. It's the Lori and Bella show. Got my mirror here and I figured I would do a good old-fashioned get ready with me. So, what I have on my face so far is just from Physicians Formula, this organic oil something or other. I don't even know what it is. I don't have it down here. So, and then my hair. Okay, so these two things I've been using in my hair, the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In for Blondes. And this is a conditioner, leave-in conditioner. Obviously, it smells so good. And I like to spray it. I hate the spray on this, though. So I like to spray it where I have maybe a little bit of thinning of hair. I feel like it, on my sides, I feel like it really works with the color and everything. And as you can see, I'm just letting my hair go natural. Now with curly hair, the best thing to do is not to touch it that much. So I'm going to show you. So you're going to have to bear with me with my hair looking like this, and I'll go through the whole thing. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I'm sorry this isn't closer because, well, I guess I could move it closer, but you won't be able to see my hair, but that's okay because my hair doesn't look good right now, so let's just... Okay, this one is the pink illuminating one, and I'm just going to use this brush to kind of, actually no, I'll use my finger. Just tap it in, because I feel like I have some circles, and unfortunately the CPAP makes my face really puffy. Probably the salt that I ate before I went to bed last night does too. Don't blame it on the CPAP. Okay, so just a little bit of that under the eyes, and I'm gonna eventually put on this Ginseng by Origins. It's a really nice eye cream that has a slight iridescent kind of color. You can put on before or after. It does help to depuff before or after your foundation. And I'm just going to use a powder foundation. My eyes are really puffy. Okay, so what I love so much is the Laura Mercier mineral powder. I have rich vanilla, and I had been watching Lisa D1, and she and I always have loved this, and she reminded me about it because hair, always a hair. She went back to using it. We veer away, I don't know why, Real Techniques brush. I don't know why we veer away from this, because it is so good. I guess because we just like to try different things. I could never be loyal to just one brand of anything, because it's too much fun trying like different products. My mother's the kind that she's like, she used Clinique, you know, dramatically different moisturizing lotion, and since she was 19. Ugh, how boring. Even if something works, like try something new. There are all these new things. I'm just gonna move you. I think that's better light. I like to buff it a lot. The more you buff this stuff, the better. And let's see, I don't have it with me. Hold on one second. If I have a really big problem area like my chin, I do like this. I've been using this. It's the little one. You can get it. It's for Amore Pacific, and it's their cushion, you know, the cushion foundation. It's very, very moisturizing. This color I think is 104. Oh, let me see. 104. Comes with a little sponge. You can use your finger or the little sponge. Put your fingers through it like that. Tap, 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 tap. And I put it in like that. and I press. I just press, press, press. So like when I had the bruise here from my lips, which is gone, press. You can press under your eyes a little if that's, let's try doing it under one eye. You liking it, Bella? You're watching. If you want like a little bit more coverage than just the Laura Mercier foundation. And then, if you want even more coverage, with this foundation, use a denser brush. This is, I love this brush by Tarte. It is so, you can use it for liquid or powder. So I take a little bit of this and then I just press to kind of set it. I'm pressing more than I even have to, there's nothing left. And just bring it down. So this is the brush that I use, the Real Techniques to, stop, what are you doing? Oh my God, your nails are way too long. This is the one that I use to buff it in. You know, it's really nice. And this is the one I use to spot, put it on if I want a really flawless coverage. And then right over it, I'm always wanting my under eyes to look a little moisturized. Let's just take a little bit of that ginseng from Origins. For me, it's my favorite eye cream ever because it does give a little bit of a luminosity without sparkles or anything. And when you get older, you don't want, well, typically you don't want to accentuate, you know, lines. But I say do what you want to do. If you want to wear glitter eyeshadow and you're 60 or 70, go for it. Who cares? Okay, I'm not doing my eyebrows. I'm just brushing with the spoolie. I don't feel like doing my eyebrows because I have like, you can't see it, but right there, I think it's an ingrown something or whatever. I don't know. It really, really hurts. Okay. I want to talk to you about the YSL lipsticks. These guys. I have 3. This is the one that you all said, oh my God, I have to have it. It's number 42. And it's like white. Now the slip on this, it's a very slippery, almost Vaseline. I always have to smell it like this. Almost Vaseline in texture, so you have to reapply and reapply. It is not a long wearing lipstick, but it gives that just that little extra little whiteness. I also have it in this color, number 7. And it won't turn down. Oh, it's like broken. Hold on. Okay, there we go. That's the color. Let me just swatch it for you here. Really pretty pink. And I see something, it won't go down, but I just want to show you that the middle is the exact color. I love that about this. And I did see somewhere on YouTube where when you're done with it, you can take pliers and you can get this middle ring off, and it actually, you can wear it as a ring. I've tried to do it several times with old testers when I worked at Bloomingdale's at that jewelry store. I was friends with the YSL girl, and she was like, oh my God, I want to wear it as a ring. So she had old testers that didn't have any caps, and I brought in a pliers, and I could never ever get it off. So if you can get it off, kudos. And then the last color I have is number 11. I don't know what it's called, but oh, it's a beautiful, like, chocolate. And they all smell like, I've had this for years, they all smell like mango or peaches or some fruity type thing. But if I don't put on that white one, I'll just blot it a little bit. What I've been using is by Dior. This is the Lip Maximizer Collagen Active in the color 001. It's basically clear. And it used to have a really neat doe foot that rolled. I don't think, either this isn't the same one, or it's different, I don't know. But I feel like this plumps my lips because even though I have lip injections, they're still not big enough for me. Then for blush, this is what I've been using like all the time, is the Maybelline Baby Skin in 020 Pinking of You. I don't even know if they still make it. This is very old. I've had it a really long time, but I love it. And I just go like that. It's really nice and glossy. You can kind of wear it on your lips too. And then I just take another Real Techniques brush and blend. Very light hand, like I'm literally just patting it in. And if it gets too high or gets in my hairline, I just wipe it like that. Then for eyes, I usually use 2 mascaras. All right, stop growling. It's just a leaf or a person. First, I use the L'Oreal Voluminous in Carbon Black. I got waterproof by mistake, but I don't care because it comes off with the makeup remover that I use. And then to lengthen, I use the L'Oreal Telescopic. And I usually make a really big mess and then I clean it up with a Q-tip and some eye makeup remover. So let's do this. And if I don't take my time, I poke myself in the eye. So I put like a few coats, top and bottom. Can you hear her? Take this one. I like the brush on that better. This one has that weird plasticky brush, but I'm telling you, I love this mascara. This one, if I have to pick one, it would be this, the Telescopic. It really lengthens. So this one has the 2. Okay, so I removed all of the extra that was on my top lid, and then I go back with this one, the L'Oreal Carbon Black, and I just literally just touch my bottom lashes like that. This eye has bottom, this eye doesn't. See the difference? Okay, so that's basically my finished face, but I will do one thing because I feel like I look a little odd right here, like you cannot see an eyebrow, and I do have eyebrows. So I am gonna do my brows. Just very little to give a little arch. You guys know I'm like not into the brows at all. In fact, you know, I know they frame your face, they really do make a difference, blah, 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 blah. I like saying that. Remember when Seinfeld was yada, 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 yada? But I'll tell you, my friend Roberta, she's never, ever, ever had her eyebrows plucked, waxed, nothing. And she's never worn anything on her brows. Her brows, like she doesn't ever touch her brows. And she's fine. She survived. Okay, so before I go on with anything else, let's talk about my hair. So that it's dry right now. That conditioner that I put in is dry. Now what I'm gonna do is I spritz it with water or the conditioner, and I'm gonna tip my head over and blow it all dry, and you'll see what it looks like at that point. It looks a little crazy. I actually sprayed, you can spray, this is so hard to spray. Ugh. This is the curling stuff, Noodle Head by Beyond the Zone, BTZ from Sally. And then I just go like this, slick it back, okay? It's a process, because with curls, you don't want them to frizz. So while I'm getting ready, that's what I do, okay? So we'll just deal with this right now. Now, couple other things. Sometimes I do wear a highlighter. I'll do it for you now just because, oh, sorry. Just because we're doing a full face, and I just might put like a little bit right there. This thing has, my camera has this like square and I can't see what I'm doing. It's like it's following my face and it's throwing me off. I might have a weird setting on, we'll see. And then ever so slightly. And the top lip. Now, you can always get that white lipstick look by putting on clear gloss and then putting the Mary Luminizer on the top lip. You could do cheeks. This has nothing, this brush now has nothing on it. I don't want to look overly highlighted today because I'm going to the DMV and I just want to be cash. Okay, this has to be the finest product ever. It's expensive, $48. I cannot live without it. It's the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. If you want a dewy look, and I'm always like HRH Collection, she wants a dewy look. She doesn't know about this. She'll never even read my comment because she has too many people. This is the best dewy skin look ever. You will look, you have to be careful. I shake it a little bit. You will look like a grease ball, but it's amazing. And you let it dry down. I cannot live without this. I'm just telling you, it's so beautiful. Let's go over. It's still wet, but I'm telling you, it gives the most gorgeous, gorgeous glow. You can see it's right there and right here. So let's say right there, too much powder. You take some of this and you spray it where you feel too powdery, like there or there or there. And then just let it dry and it will take away the powder look. It's amazing, amazing product. She would die over this, especially her, because she wants that dewy look. And I started the dewy look years ago. I looked for highlighters before highlighters were even popular. I remember going to Lancome and they were like, what do you mean you want something for the top of your cheekbones? They didn't have any of that. Just saying. And I mean years before, like well before I was even on YouTube. Okay. My friend Brenda, she's my friend and she's also a customer of mine through Scentsy, a customer who became a consultant because she was spending, see, if you spend an average of $50 a month on Scentsy, then you might as well become a Scentsy consultant, because you would then get paid 20% of whatever you buy for yourself. So the rules for Scentsy are it just changed, but you need to sell or have in personal retail volume, I hate to use the word sell, but you know, basically, $200, right? It just went from $150 to $200. So in 1 month's time, during a 3-month period, you need to sell $200 worth of product before shipping and tax. So, it's during a 3-month period. So it's not like you can sell 50 in 1 month, 100 in another, and 50 in the other month and remain an active consultant. It has to be in 1 month. But you could budget that out so that you did buy all of your Scentsy, let's say, in 1 month, $200 worth, and then not buy anything for the next month and the next month, and then you get a paycheck on that too. You get 20% back, 20% paycheck on the $200 that you spent. Anyways, my point was, she's now on my team, and she sent me that gorgeous perfume, the Lakshmi by the Goddess line, along with a hand cream, and then these earrings, and then these earrings. And this is what I'm gonna wear today, because this is so me, the lotus flower. I have so many holes, I don't know which one to use. Ooh, that sounded dirty. I don't think I have any youngsters on my channel. So I have my original piercing in my ear. Yeah, that's two. The original piercing in my ear was done by a doctor, and he did a terrible job. He pierced them, I can't get it in that one. He pierced them not so they looked even on my face. He pierced, you know, because your face is not even, he pierced it according to the earlobe. So I could never wear a stud, because one was pierced way down here and the other was pierced here. But my mother had to take me to a doctor back when I was 9, because, you know, you couldn't go, you know, she wanted it done right, so it was done wrong. And he did it with a gun, with these big bolts. It was terrible. So I had my ears re-pierced recently, like within the last couple of years, at Claire's, for just this with the gun right there, and they're totally even, but they had to be higher so that the two holes didn't merge into each other. So these earrings, because of the hook, it's too high, but I could put them in my stretched hole, but I'm afraid that they're gonna fall out. How cute are they? I'm gonna put them on a longer thing. Anyways, that's my story about the earrings. I told you about this. Do I need more lip gloss? It's $130. Oh, you know which lip gloss I'll put on, because you guys like it so much? The YSL one. It's gonna look extra white because I have a little bit of highlighter on. I'm still not done with my hair. I'll show you that at the very end. But lastly, I've been loving this. It's Heavenly by Victoria's Secret, and it's the body spray. And they had a Valentine's Day like special where it came for $25. This one, and it came with the cream, and I just love it. It's very powdery. It's just. It just like refreshes you for the day. It's such a pretty fragrance. I don't know if they changed it or if I changed. It's probably that I changed, because I used to love Shalimar and now I can't even smell it. It makes me sick. Okay, so I put the curl stuff in my hair, and again, what I'm gonna go do, I'm just gonna put a little bit more of this. My hair works better the more product that I have in it. So it's kind of a little bit wet. I'm going to just not touch it with my fingers, tip my head over, blow it dry, alternating between hot and cold, hot and cold. It'll look crazy, and then I'll show you the last step that I do. Basically now I'm blowing it dry into a shape that I want, like a noodle head. Let's see if I put you guys down. Do you like my shirt? This is Shawnee's team. Rock on, Team Hardcore Sense for Scentsy. I have my own team now that I'm a director. My team name is Team Smell, Love, Share. All right, I gotta put you up a little higher, maybe on this. This is always, okay, here we go. Okay, that'll do. So I blow it dry, basically in a better direction than, you know, sticking straight up. This separates the hair rather than using your fingers. Then I push the cold button and I cool it all off. And then the last step is, it seems like a lot of steps, but it really isn't, because I don't always use all of these products, but I either use the Pureology Color Stylist Density Definer, or this is Wella Smooth Brilliance, and it's got a hold, texture, level, whatever, of 1. It looks like this. I've had it since in Boston, and I take just a little bit with the back of my finger here. That is even too much. Hang on. I have to show you the perfect amount. That's all that I take. And I put it in my hand, and I rub it between my fingers, and then they're crying because they can't get it. And then I just smooth. I don't run my fingers through the curls because it'll frizz them. And I smooth, and I make sure I get it on the tips. Now here, I kind of do, like the back isn't as curly, I'll show you in a minute, as the front. So I just kind of dig in to lift, but I don't really, it might seem like it, but I'm not messing the actual curl. Maybe just the ends ever so slightly. So, you know, your hair naturally parts somewhere in the back there. So that, I kind of want the back to lift up a little bit. Okay, now I would never probably go out quite like that, and it does need to be shaped for being curly because it's been shaped for the straight. And we'll go back into the living room. All right, so then this is what the hair looks like. And this is at the point that I have to decide how I want to wear it. Do I want to try and put the bangs in front? Do I want to wear it all back with a headband? I brought some headbands down here. I have this one, my black one that I wear all the time, CVS. This one I got at Ulta, but it hurts. So, and then I also have this little clip. So I could like twist the front. So let me just show you a couple things. So I could twist just the front. This is when I wear it curly. And put this little barrette. And then I'd move everything around to spike it around. That's one way. That, or I could put the headband on and slick it all back so that it looks like that. and have it like that. Or I can then take out pieces. So if I need to brush it or use a brush, I use something very almost like that so that it still doesn't ruin the curl. So if, let's say I want that headband with some, oh, congested now, with some bangs, I could do this. But I'm not feeling that, you know, like that. With this headband. Can't really see it. This is gonna be too thick for me today. And I don't feel like wearing a headband. So I can either leave it alone and just work with it. You know, like, do you see how I'm really not trying to touch the curls too much? I'm just moving it from the bottom. And I feel like the crazier it looks, kind of, the better. And I might put hairspray, which won't really even do much. And I could pull it to one side, and I could twist. This is what I did yesterday. I twisted it to one side like that. And I put in this little barrette at the very end. And I just had it like that. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm all congested right now. Could pull out some pieces like that, twist them. So I don't know. I think I like it in the middle. And I'm just gonna do a few. It's probably a very young look for a 53 3/4 year old, but again, I don't care. I like it. Put that in. What do you think? You like it? That's the final look. Face of the day. You did a quote, get ready with me, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you all. Mwah!